When we have a value inside of us, when we start to like certain things, the things you like to do, you don't need necessity to push you. You like to do them. Right? And so that's just the way we're going. Necessity only comes into play when the sense of purpose is absent. But here's the journey that we're on. The challenge is that purpose is a characteristic of maturity. It's an arrival point. But until we come to purpose, we are driven by necessity. But here's what happens. When we do that for our kids, when we say, hey, clean your rooms and whatnot, I've been fortunate to be able to see the transition. I've watched with, not all of my kids, but some of my kids take on a value that they didn't have as a child. And all of a sudden, it's amazing when I see them doing the thing that we made them do when they were reluctant and didn't want to do it. Now they love to do it. What happens is that thing that they produced by doing what they didn't want to do, they started to enjoy, like a clean room. Now, some of you may be here, and if you're fully grown adults, you think, I still don't have a clean room. My wife's always barking at me about it. Well, maybe your mom should have made you do it. Yeah, well, we'll talk about that another time. But what happens is there's a moment where the values that others have and call us to walk in, they become ours. There's a place, see, what we're doing as parents is we're seeding into our children certain values that they are not given to organically, but our hope is that they're going to pick up along the journey more than their toys. They're going to pick up a sense of value for order. And if you think, well, they'll just get it when they're older, no, they won't. They have to be made to do that. Well, I don't want to spend my whole life making my kids do things they don't want to do. Well, suck it up. That's the role of being the parent. But it's easier and more efficient if I do it. Yeah, but you're missing the point. You're destroying them in the journey then. It's not just about getting those things done. I remember hearing this guy. I was in Australia, and I was with this guy. And he said, well, why should I ask my kids to pick up something when I can just as well do it? Because you know how to do it, and you value order, but they don't. And if you don't make them a part of the process, you're stealing from them the opportunity to obtain that value.
Yes, that's great. That's true.
Well, God is a father. God is our Father. God is your Father. God has a set of values. There's things that He treasures. There's ways that He thinks. And those ways are not just different from Satan's. They are qualitatively better. Right? It's not just a divergence. You know, Satan, part of his accusation, oh, you just hate divergence because you're so egotistical, God. That's the accusation. He said, but God's like, no, I'm just better. All right? God is better. And what He has, the values He has, are not up for discussion. They are the best way to go. And so He's leading us along this way.